Why African churches have struggled to become self-supporting. The reason African churches have not become self-sufficient even after many years and still rely on external aid is not simply a matter of financial shortage. It is a much more complex issue involving structural factors and attitudes. This can be summarized into three key points. 1. Structural dependency. Many African churches were established with financial and human support from foreign mission organizations. While this support was greatly beneficial in the early stages, over time it became seen as an essential condition for church operation. As a result, instead of building self-sustaining structures, churches began operating under the assumption of continued external support, which ultimately lowered the potential for independence. 2. Lack of education and training for self-reliance. Self-reliance is not merely about financial resources. For local churches to manage their resources, establish leadership, and carry out sustainable ministry, systematic education and training are essential. However, many churches have not had sufficient opportunities to instill leadership training or a mindset of independence. Consequently, church members continue to take external support for granted and lack the motivation to develop their own capabilities. 3. Negative side effects of external support. The more external support is given, the more it can sometimes hinder the self-reliance of local churches. Excessive aid can weaken the motivation of churches to solve problems and grow independently, thereby creating a vicious cycle of dependency. Support given with good intentions may inadvertently become an obstacle to self-sufficiency. Path toward a solution. True self-reliance does not mean severing ties with external help, but rather building a healthy partnership. Missionaries should assist but not lead. Local churches should receive help but must also establish their own foundational strength. By actively identifying local resources, training church leaders, and aiming for sustainable long-term development, African churches can finally move toward genuine self-sufficiency. Hallelujah! New Life Ministry of Kenya.